Hi, Flosstube. I feel so far away. Hello, hello. My name is Noah. This is Flosstube number 18. And this is my cat, Erickson. Oh my goodness, and he ran away. Never mind. He'll come back. Y'all are so far away. Let me pull you closer. There we go. I knew something was off. Something was off. Okay. My name's Noah. Second time's a charm. Running joke here is that I consistently repeat myself or introduce myself in the same 5 minutes. But you already know my name. This is my Flosstube channel. This should be Flosstube number 18. Don't know what it's going to be called, but welcome. I cross-stitch here, so in case you've never come across Flosstube, Flosstube is kind of like this online area of YouTube where and there goes a car, I'm sorry. So Flosstube is this like online area of YouTube where people show cross stitch, sometimes knitting, crochet, quilting, really just like all of the handcraftiness stuff. I typically will kind of spread the love amongst my crafts, but lately I've only really had time to cross stitch, so I just come on here and I show my cross stitch. I have a little baby boy. His name is Erickson. He's a cat, not like a real child. Nothing against children though. I am a student teacher, and so I am a student teacher for elementary education, in case you don't know who I am. And right now I'm student teaching, and so what that means is in a couple of weeks I will be done. Cry face. I love these kids that I'm with right now. And then I'll graduate and get my teaching license, and I'll have my own classroom, and I'll be able to mess them kids up too. Not really. I mean, I hope not. I mean, it might happen. I mean, once or twice. You know, it happens. It happens. But anyways, welcome. Oh, okay, fine. So, I don't know, okay, a lot of news, I got a lot of stuff to talk about. A lot has happened in these past 2 weeks. A lot, and I have some news as well. Okay, so this is gonna be the layout of this lesson plan. Oh fuck. An F-bomb in the first 3 minutes. Who am I, Darcy? No, I'm just kidding. Even though I absolutely love, I'm gonna talk about him too. Don't worry. Okay, there's a lot going on. So first off, my cat is messing with my lanyard, and that's not cool. That's not cool. Stop. Thank you. So layout of this Flosstube, okay? I need to talk about some stuff that's going on with the channel. I need to talk about a couple of Flosstubers. I want to mention a couple of Flosstubers. And can you tell I'm like thinking off the cuff of my hand? I don't even know what I'm saying. And so I have 3 whips. Well, I have 1 new start and then 2 whips. So whips are known as work in progress. It's just an acronym. And so I may be able to share my cat. I have a little stuff about him. We can go ahead and talk about him real quick though. So I was supposed to get him neutered on Good Friday. Well, no, that leads into a whole other conversation. I'm gonna stop that squirrel. Squirrel, stop. Carry on. He stopped and kept going after I said carry on. You want to come see the people? Come here. Oh my god, he's running all over the place right now. But yes, I have a lot going on. And this video is going to be a little chaotic. But what Noah video is not chaotic? So, first things first, okay? I almost said my name is Noah. That, at this point, it's just embarrassing. Okay, so I have not been on Flosstube in the past couple of weeks, in terms of watching it, consuming Flosstube. I've been really busy, and we're gonna get to that, don't worry. I'm trying not to go on these squirrels, off on these little side tangents. So, I haven't been on Flosstube a lot lately, but I've been, like, my last video was 2 weeks ago, and today is the 5th of April of 2021. And so, I don't know if someone, like, shouted me out or what. Maybe you'll be able to help me in the comments, but I, like, shot past 3,000 subscribers. So thank you to everyone who's recently subscribed. And when I say, like, shot past, like, I went 300, like, within a matter of, like, a few days. So that's a ton, like, a ton. So thank you to all the people that have recently subscribed, and I hope you kind of sort of stick around. I am a little kooky. I like to think that I have a single train of thought. I definitely do not, and when I watch these videos back, I can tell I don't. I have semi-okay stitching, so if you're into stitching, I have that too. But really, I know you're just here for Erickson, my little kitty cat. So when he makes his grand appearance, I can show you him. To think that I got him Flosstube 5, and now we're on Flosstube 18. I've had him for 13 Flosstubes. 26 weeks, holy shit. Wow. Doesn't feel like that long. Oh, but that's another, okay, this is gonna be like a long intro. Normally they're like 8 to 10 minutes. I don't really know what we're going on this time. So, okay, how do I wanna break this down? Okay, so, oh, do you see this little red skin right here? I have a lot of dry skin right now on my face. A, because I wear my mask like a responsible adult. And, but B, it's also the weather around here. I live in Tennessee. It went from like 30 degrees to like 89 degrees, like literally in the matter of 2 days. And then it dropped back down to 40 degrees. And I'm like, get it together. So my skin's like, what do we do? And that's why my like face is all, sorry. It'll get better. I don't know. Maybe it typically gets better towards the summertime. It's not as dry out and I have oily skin. Anyways, so where was I gonna go with that? I don't know. Oh, so I started a new job. Oh, do all the YouTube things, like, comment, and subscribe. But thank you to everyone that's like done the subscribing lately. Like, that means a lot. We have a little bit of a, I don't want to say the word because I'm afraid it's gonna trigger those like YouTube robots that like start hacking the G word. You know the give aways. You know, like, I don't want to like say them too close because I'm afraid that like the YouTube bots are gonna be like, give away. Oh shit, I said it. It's okay. So I do have that later on in the video. So if you want to skip forward to that, I don't know when it's gonna be, but I'll be telling you how to enter it. There are 3 patterns. 3 patterns because I hit 3,000 subscribers. See what I did there? It's my first ever give away. I had to wait for the robots to go away. Come here. Come here. Come here. I promise you I have a cat. Come here. Oh my goodness. You big bundle of joy. You. This is him. If you're stitching on Friday nights on Virtual Stitchers, you see plenty of Erickson. He likes to steal the show. Yeah? Does that sound like you? I just want y'all to see how he looks at me. This is his face, like, all the time. Look at him, he's a kitten. Oh, so that's where I was gonna go with all this. I was going to get his cojones chopped off on Good Friday. But if you remember from my last Flosstube, I had to quarantine. Don't bite my feet. I had to quarantine because a couple of my students in my, more than a couple, I came across a few positive COVID cases. So, not like come across, but like was in close contact. I had to quarantine. Long story short, I was supposed to start my new job then in the midst of quarantine, but obviously as a server or a waiter, you can't be in quarantine and serving tables. So I started my new job on Thursday last week. And I like it so far. But I did 35 hours in a matter of 4 days. And on top of that, I still had my teaching from Monday to Thursday. I had Good Friday off. There's apparently mowers outside now. I'm just gonna keep going. I hope they don't get so loud. That's really annoying. I hope you don't hear them. I'm sorry. So I totaled like 75 hours of work last week between Monday and Sunday. And I mean, I'm just exhausted. So where I'm going with all of this is I was going to have him neutered on Friday. Then the training schedule got moved. So then I didn't want to sit there and work Friday evening and then have those 2 days full of, because I worked a double on Saturday and Sunday. I didn't want him to be here and possibly like, you know, he gets like his like stitches opened up or something, like because he like runs around the house or like he licks at it. I know they give you a cone, but like I was just thinking about all the possibilities of me not being here for like 11 hours, 12 hours, and something go wrong. I would never forgive myself. So I went ahead and moved his neuter tour to the 19th of the month. So he's okay. Like he's fine. He doesn't do any of like the spraying and all of that jazz. But at least it's just a couple more weeks, and honestly, like it'll be fine. So I worked all weekend, and I worked my student teaching, of course. So I didn't get a lot of stitching done, but I got like a little bit done on that week of quarantine, so I have that with me today as well. I think that's it though. I think that's all I wanted to talk about. Oh, Flosstubers. So Darcy Cameron, Stitchman Darcy on Instagram, I'll link his stuff in the description box. He posted on his most recent Flosstube the most adorable video. And it was his little son saying that he enjoyed watching me. So Dylan, if you're watching right now, I love you, buddy, and you are doing great. You keep eating that applesauce or whatever you're eating. It was a very nice video. I loved it. Thank you. Because that really just made my night. And then like the next day I was having a tough day and I watched it again and I was like, this is amazing. So thank you, Darcy, for putting that on there, because it was really, I was just watching Flosstube and his video was up and I was watching his video, and then I was just sitting there stitching away, and I mean, he had mentioned my name and I was like kind of listening and like watching, and then next thing I know, Dylan's on the screen and he's talking about me, and I was like, like freaking out. So that was really, really sweet. And then I also, but yeah, I just thought it was like the most adorable thing ever. And it was just, yeah. Anyways, I'm just gonna keep talking about it. I'm sorry. So I'm gonna go ahead and start my new starts. Or not start my new starts, show my new starts. I don't think I finished anything in the past couple of weeks. And if I did, I'll come across it later and be like, damn, I forgot to show it in my video. Oh, one more thing. So this week is like the week from hell, pretty much, in terms of like students teaching wise. So I'm doing all of my observations this week because that week of quarantine threw everything off. I serve Wednesday, Thursday, Friday night, a double on Saturday, and then a double on Sunday. So I'm pulling another 35-hour week. And so it's just going to be a lot. And then next week is state testing for the virtual students. And then the following week is state testing for the in-person students. It's going to be a wreck. This is my last week with the students in person. And these kiddos I've been with for 18 weeks. I did 15 weeks this semester and 4 weeks last semester. So I'm really going to miss them. And on Thursday, because my mentor teacher is going to be out on Friday, I'm going to substitute for her. But on Thursday, we're having like a little kind of going away party for me. And we haven't told the kids yet that I'm leaving. Like, they knew that the day would come that I had to go. But they're talking about, like, recently they've been saying, oh, are you going to teach 5th grade here so we can have you as our teacher? And they had, I'm in a 4th grade class, and I don't know, I've just really been able to connect with these kids, and, you know, it's going to be really sad with Friday being our last day together. And so Thursday we're going to have like a little, like, you know, get together in the classroom, and it'll be really, really sweet. But it's going to be really tough on me this week and into next week. So saying all of that, 16 minutes into the video, I don't know when my next Flosstube will be. I know that I'm doing this giveaway towards the end of this video, and I'm gonna have y'all comments and enter and all that jazz, but it's going to be, I don't know when my next Flosstube's gonna come out, because it was already hard to get this one in, because again, like, I'm exhausted. I just did 75 hours and I taught all day, and I know that's how next week is gonna go, and then state testing is there, so all the stress from state testing, and like, I have a job fair tomorrow, so I'm like preparing for that as well. I don't really know what's gonna come of that. Like, I just have a lot of moving parts in my life right now. So the soonest I can film and put up another Flosstube, I will. It'll probably stick to the Monday format, but I just don't know when that'll be. And I don't want to promise 2 weeks from now. It could be. Like, I could be sitting here 2 weeks from now and be like, what the fuck was I talking about? But also, like, I don't want to promise that I'll be here in 2 weeks, because I'm not sure. So, let's get into the cross stitch 17 minutes in. My new start is kind of a new start, kind of not a new start. So I only had like 20 stitches in this, which I guess counts as a new start. But I really started it March 24th, 2021, okay? So it is called Trick or Treat by Twin Peak Primitives, okay? I am using my project tracker from S-Word Designs on Etsy to track this project. You can see my first 2 days right there, March 24th and March 25th. I did do a few floss conversions. I'm using the spot on the back that she has there for floss conversions. I changed DMC 470 for 581, and I changed DMC 780 to 730, and I changed the white to the glow-in-the-dark floss from DMC. You won't see them on this picture yet, or on this stitch yet, because I haven't gotten to those, but I just wanted to say those conversions. So this is what the end product will look like. It's the Trick or Treat Twin Peak Primitives. Now, I started this last year, but I put it away after I felt like I had way too many whips and it was stressing me out. So the Trick or Treat, you see this giant house right here. It's got a big old moon in the back. I just love the way it looks. Lots and lots of 310 in it, I'll just be honest. I don't mind it. It's just little by little, you know? So yeah, I'm changing the 470, I'm changing the 780. I did that just because I didn't have them in stash and I don't want to go to the store. Again, like, when was I supposed to end up at a Michael's or a Joann's or anything last week? So this was a Nashville market last year, 2020, before, you know, the whole world shut down. So I guess because market didn't happen this year, this is the most recent market release. I love when Flosstubers, they're like, oh, I got Nashville market stuff, and I'm always like, one day I'll be one of those Flosstubers, and here I am. So I'm doing this on 32 count even weave. I'm doing it on purple, and this is where I'm at. So this is what it'll look like. This is where I'm at. Okay? So, I mean, it's a good size right there. I mean, it's a big old house. A few hours of stitching. This is the bottom of it. This is where a couple of those people are. See the little ghosty? There's a kitty cat, a bat or two. There's gonna be another bat like somewhere up here. The tree is gonna come up on this side and go over. But I think it'll look really nice. I know the modeling is kind of intense, but I think it'll I mean, it is kind of, it's not a full coverage piece, but the parts that need to stand out are going to stand out. So I think that this will be a good fabric to put it on. I always do this because I never know like what screen grab I'm going to take until I take it. And then I have to look at the camera because sometimes I move my eyes too much and then I can't like screen grab it before it's a whole thing. But yeah, I got this little turtle from Caffeinated Cat Crafts on Etsy. Someone's here to pick up their friend. Honk honk. This RIP No Needle No Thread I'm Dead is from Fire Poppies. I thought it was very fitting because there's gonna be like a little cemetery over here. What if I watch a scary movie tonight? This is my first like night off in like 4 or 5 days. So what if I watch a scary movie tonight and stitch on this? That sounds like fun. I might be able to do that. And this also right here is a snag nabbit. It's got like a bard. Wow. I don't like the way I say it. Bard. I hope you... That was embarrassing. I just did like what? Like 16 different ways to say that this end is like ribbed. That's the word I'm looking for. It's a ribbed end for... I'm sorry, but when you're describing something and you're like, yeah, this ribbed end, I just can't help but laugh. Okay, so it's supposed to grab the extra like fabric or floss that's kind of on top and it pulls it to the back. It's really sharp. It's great for frogging. Luckily, I haven't had to frog anything on this piece. I'm just gonna set it down so I stop laughing about this because now I can't look at that snag nabbit. It's called snag nabbit because it's supposed to like snag the floss and nab it to the back. I don't know. I didn't name it on me. I can't with myself right now. I'm just gonna drink water. Kind of distract from the reason why I'm saying all this. I'm just digging myself further into a hole. Next whip. I have to grab my iPad. Oh yeah, and I don't edit, so sorry. You're gonna see all of that. If the camera shakes, you're gonna see that too. Boing, boing, boing. Okay. So my next whip is Mini Victorian Garden. Okay. Excuse me. By Heaven and Earth Designs. I'm doing it 25 count, even weave, 2 strands of floss over 1 hole or 1 strand of fabric. I'm doing the DMC called for because it's a full coverage like pattern. I'm not going to convert anything on that. The original person is Dominic Davison though, that created the art. Started at September 15th. I'm approximately... ...32 days into this. I just counted all the little days. Sorry, I don't know why I decided randomly to do that. I'm 32 days into this. This is the cover photo. God, that's real greasy. What have I been doing? This is the original cover photo of what it'll look like. It's a beautiful, it's a mini, but it still has 75,825 stitches in it. So it's still large. Everyone's like, oh, it's a mini, you can knock that out. I'm like, 75,000 stitches? But I am doing it 10 stitch, so I'm only doing the first leg of the cross stitch. And that's why I'm doing it 2 strands of floss over 1. That way it kind of gives me a fuller look without having to do a full cross. Just because I know some people like the statistics of the cross stitches, I am doing Pattern Keeper to keep track of this. I am at 33,413 stitches complete of 75,825. Now my last day or the last time I checked in with y'all was the 22nd of March, and I was at 24,729. So I hit just under 9,000 stitches 2 weeks ago. So I almost hit my 10,000 stitch goal, but I think 19,000 stitches on a piece in a month is kind of good. So I'm not complaining, but I am at 44.07% complete with this. So like my first goal was to hit 33%, and then it became like a 5,000 stitch goal, and then I hit that, and then I was like, well, maybe 10K, and then I got busy with work. So I completely finished page 3, okay? Are y'all ready for this? I completely finished page 3. It's completed. It's completed. How many times can I say that? I mean, it's a big milestone, so I might as well say it one more time. Page 3 is completed. And so I have, I park my threads, which means that I leave the dangling thread in the next stitch where it goes. So I am halfway across the piece, so it's 8 pages and like a few bits and bobs of other pages. It's like a quarter page and whatnot. So this is where I'm at. Okay, so this is about halfway through. So last time you saw it, I think I had like some scattered pieces in there. And then I also had some of the sky done. I know I didn't have all this blob because this is all white right here. You can see it there. Oh, let me give you an up-close shot. So, I mean, you can see a little bit of the fabric through it, but also I don't really mind because I wouldn't be at 34,000 stitches if this was a full coverage. I think I'd only be at like, what, 18,000? And so this little bit right down here is like that last quarter page. So page 2 ends right there, or page 4. And I have most of page 4 filled in. I just have to go in and fill in some of those areas down here. There's a lot of greens, a lot of browns in those bushes. But look at those vibrant colors in the flowers. See how these are like little flower petals? And a little afternoon tea set right there with the shadow. And you can see the house through here. Now, I like the way that the house is looking now, because you can really start to define like how all of this is done. Yeah, all of this is done. Like this little part right here, it kind of looks like the fabric, but it's part of the chimney. It's like a little steeple or like lightning antenna. And the house is starting to get filled in. And I like how this is the underside of the porch. This is a little, I don't know. I love looking at it, and I love stitching on it because it's very methodical. It's very like, okay, I'll pick up this parked thread and I'll stitch everything I can in that box, and then I'll move on to the next one. I'm just really enjoying this piece. And I mean, I'm sure you can tell 9,000 stitches is not any joke. I do miss my full crosses, and that's why I'll pull out another piece, but this is where I'm at with this one. So I'm really excited about how it's turning out. It'll stay on my Q-snap for a few days at a time, and I'll just kind of pick away at it, and then, you know, on to the next piece. Why I didn't get a lot of this part down here done, and why I just didn't power through it, is because I had to move the Q-snap, and I didn't. Like, there are a lot of parked threads down there, and I just haven't moved the Q-snap, so I wasn't able to stitch all of that area really comfortably because I use a Lowry stand, which holds my cross stitches while I stitch on them in my Q-snaps, and so I wasn't able to to get down there really nice and evenly, so I just decided to put it away and pull out something else. And also too, I mean, I guess I can show you the back really quick. I'm gonna unroll this and show you the back. this is the back of it. So you can see that I'm like carrying all of my threads, and it's kind of like the abstract version of it. But it's really stiff, like, and that's a problem. Sorry. The cross stitch is really stiff, and so it's kind of funny that, like, this is not going to be washed. Like, there's no way that I can wash this hay by the time that it's done. And with me parking, there's so much built up thread on the back of this from just like, you know, just like pulling the thread everywhere. Like, look at this. Like, imagine trying to dry an entire hay, and this isn't even going to be that large. I think it's only going to be like 9 inches long. So what am I doing today? Why am I laughing at all these jokes? So I don't know. I don't think I'm going to wash it. I think I'll end up actually framing it myself, so I'm really not that concerned. The only reason I'd frame it myself is because I'd be worried that someone's going to mess it up. I love Michaels. They did my Lion King one, but I think I can save a few bucks and do it myself now because I've seen how Michaels frames. I used to work there, so like I kind of know some like tricks and stuff like that. But yeah, that was my Heaven and Earth design. Let me show you my Memorabilia. I don't really remember where I was at last time you saw this one. Okay, so here she is. I changed a few things about her. This is August Peridot, or Peridot, depending upon how you say it. And so I took away the wand. I changed her skin tone, and that's about it. Those are my changes. I want to thank everyone for like supporting my skin conversion in the comments and everything. I think that's really, really sweet of y'all. I haven't been able to respond to comments in a couple of weeks because I have been so busy, and it does take up some time to be able to like pull all those comments up, and I enjoy doing it, don't get me wrong. It's time consuming. So I haven't been able to recently, but I've been still eyeing them and like reading them in my free time. And so a lot of people on the last video were really, really enjoying her skin conversion. I did get it from Lord Lebidian, or Lord Lebidian, I don't really know how to say his name. And so you need to go on. Go on, cat. That's on the website. I just Googled skin conversion DMC, and even before I knew that he was like the OG skin conversion person, it was one of the first ones that popped up, and I just used it. So I forgot where... I don't know if y'all hear that, but it sounds like something's like happening on the other side of this wall. Not like dirty, just like kind of freaking me out a little bit. I don't know where we were at last time, but I think... Do you mind? Do you mind? You can do that the rest of this week. Just give me like an hour. Thank you. I think last time we had like part of this dress, I think I had touched out here with like down here, but I got all of this 310 done. And this is all the 310 on this side. This is all filled in with purple. This is all filled in with purple. These lines right here are going to be beads. Yeah, that's it though. I mean, I say that, but I worked on her March 26th and 27th. So you see how I'm doing this like fairy dust kind of instead of the wand. It looks like a dandelion to me. So this is where she's at. I haven't completed her back stitching, the skin one. Not yet, because I just haven't gotten to it. But her dress is massive. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I remember watching Schitt's Creek, and like all of this was like an entire season. Okay, that might be a little exaggeration. It wasn't like an entire season, but it was like a good few episodes. And even though they're only 20-minute episodes, that's a lot, okay? For that Yeah. And this is my last whip. I felt like I worked on her a lot more than just 2 days. Maybe I just forgot to circle it or highlight it, but that's where I'm at with her. And I'm getting a lot of cat hair on my pieces lately, and I really don't like it. So I need to get out my lint roller. Honestly, I used to keep my lint roller by my cross stitch area because, like, you know, like to catch stray strands. And then as soon as I got a cat, I was like, oh, I don't know, I'm just gonna keep it in my bedroom. And I use it in my bedroom. I should just go buy another lint roller. That way I can keep one in each spot. Cause like on my way out the door in the morning, it's like I'll lint roll myself. Cause he'll like rub himself all up on my legs and get my slacks all hairy with cat hair. And next thing I know, I'm like walking in into the school and I look like I'm carrying a cat with me. Okay. So before we get into the giveaway, I have a stitchy kindness that I would like to share. I just got it this afternoon. I literally haven't even messaged her yet because I sat down to do this as soon as I got home from school. And what's it called? Next thing I know, I'm opening up my mail while I was like eating really quick, because normally I don't eat in between like doing important things. I don't know why. I get busy, I don't know. And then I'm sitting here like 30 minutes into the video and I'm like shaking and I'm like, I wonder why my blood sugar's low. Well, you didn't eat, dumbass. Like, okay. But I ate something a day. So I wasn't even complaining about it. I was just complaining that I complained about it. These little clips right back. Those little clips right there. That way I don't lose them. So I opened up my mail. It has some stitchy kindness. I'm gonna keep her anonymous for this one, just because, again, I didn't reach out to her. I didn't ask today for this time, and so I received this pattern. It's from Mad for Minders. I assume this is like the store that sold it, because this person is not the designer. So Mad for Minders, and it is Silver Creek Samplers is the designer. Diane Grick. So it's called Lighting the Way. I'm not gonna take it out of the plastic. I'm sorry for the glare. I just saw it too. DMC is all the. I see the pattern. I don't want you to see the pattern. DMC is the full floss conversion. There's 1 week's dye works, but it's got a DMC conversion. So on 32 count, it would be 8 1/4 by 8 3/4. So it's 132 by 140. So I know this house looks like a lot, but I don't think it would be that much. It would probably be about the size of a house from Hemlock Rye Stitchery, which I did the. So who I'm talking about there, Hemlock Rye Stitchery is Kansas City Girl in a Colorado World. It'd probably be one of these size houses. I stitched these last year. Yeah, I finished them September 2020. Christmas in Nantucket. So it'd probably be about the size of one of these houses, which aren't bad. I like the size of Julie's houses, but now I'm just showing this just to show it off because I still love it. I think I definitely take it for granted that it just like sits on my wall, even though it's not Christmas time. Do you like my shorts? I'm wearing shorts right now. It's too hot. It's too hot for pants. Don't worry, I took the slacks off when I came in. I didn't wear these to the school. My goodness, I cannot get this back. Like, I cannot get this hung up. I'm back. I think. I don't know why that's not. Okay. Anyways, so I got this pattern from someone special, and it says, always be a lighthouse, shine your beacon bright, guide every soul adrift at sea throughout their darkest night. And she said that it just reminded me of her. It reminded her of me. And people always tell me that I'm like a beacon of light in their day or in their life and all that jazz. So I just thought it'd be nice to stitch. I like the lighthouse. I don't have a C cross stitch. And so you can see like the water and the lighthouse, and I like this little like plant that goes up it. I think it's very nice. I'm probably gonna take out the 2020 right there because that's not a year we want to remember, but you know, it is what it is. So I don't think it was bad though. Like, I like that cross stitch a lot. Okay, now before we get into all of this giveaway stuff, I do just want to say, yeah, totally. Okay, so we're talking to myself. The only one of these I have in person right in front of me right now is this one that I'm going to show you, okay? So before I get into the giveaway, I just want to say thank you all so much for watching. I'm still going to be here for a second. Thank you all so much for watching. Again, I don't know when my next floss tube's going to be. I'm shooting for 2 weeks, but no promises. I'll still be on and off Instagram if you want to sit there and have a conversation. Again, I don't even think I was on Instagram for like 3 days in a row because I was just so busy. But I'll be there eventually, I promise. And yeah, that's pretty much all for me other than this giveaway. And thank you for subscribing. And for the people that have recently bought me a coffee, it's a link here on the channel. Thank you, because whenever I get like a notification for that, it just makes me smile. And then typically people will put like a little message with it, so it just really just brightens my day. So I just want to say thank you for that. And so let's get on to the giveaway. So because I don't know when my next floss tube is going to be, I'm not promising these items anytime soon because I need to film the floss tube next time to pull the winner, because I want to do it like on my iPad, like right in front of y'all. Okay, so and then I'll reach out to that person before the video's posted. So what I want you to do, okay, these are like the giveaway rules. So what? Should I do 3 separate giveaways or one whole giveaway? Let's do 3 separate giveaways to make it even more dramatic. Okay. So 3 separate giveaways now, all of a sudden, impromptu. Okay. I mean, I knew I had 3 patterns, but I didn't know that I was gonna do 3 giveaways until now. So the first one, if you remember, I stitched this a minute ago. It was Pumpkins and Bittersweet by the Scarlet House. Okay. Now this was sent on to me. This was what is it called? It was like Stitchy Kindness. Like I think it was actually Julie that sent me this. Yeah, it was. Excuse me. Julie sent me this pattern, and now I'm giving it away for the peoples. I've stitched it. I don't need to stitch it again, and I think it would be better if someone else was able to stitch it again, keep passing it along. And so the Scarlet House, Pumpkins, and Bittersweet. Now, stop biting my foot, child. If you win this one, I want you, well, put pumpkins. Put pumpkins into your comment if you want this one. Okay, pumpkins. Because that'll be the word I search for. If you want to enter all 3, make sure you put all 3 into your comment. But pumpkins, okay? That'll be this first one. Pumpkins. Now, oh my god, there was a wasp outside hitting my window, and I thought he was in here for a second, and I was like, fuck the floss tube, I'm turning it off. Like, I gotta get out of here. So put pumpkins into your comment if you want to win this. Now, I touched it. Okay, I stitched with this. I touched this. I stitched with all of these. I touched all of them. Okay, but more importantly, Julie has touched this. Kansas City girl in a Colorado world touched this pattern. Okay, so if you want to have something that Julie touched, this is the one. Okay, she's a big deal around here. She just hit 6K. Give her a round of applause. Well deserved. Yes, ma'am. I'm just joking around and being weird, but seriously, if you want this pattern, pumpkins. Okay. My next one. It's in the plastic packaging, but I still brought it out and did PDF copies of this one. Okay. Like I scanned it and reprinted it for working copies. This is the Jardin Privé Quaker Day Noel. Okay. It is this one right here. I don't have it with me right now, the completed stitched piece, but it is a Christmas related one. This would be a perfect time of year for you to sit there and go ahead and start stitching on it. And I did mine in DMC 3777, if I recall. It's like a burnt copper red. And I did it pretty quickly. I got it done in under a month. It was really fun to stitch because it is a Quaker. It's 150 by 150. It's a perfect square. And so if you want to stitch this one, put Quaker into your comment. Okay? Quaker. 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 That's how you spell Quaker. That's how I'm spelling Quaker. Quaker. Last one. Again, I touched this one. I pulled it out, made working copies, and then I put it right back into the plastic bag. Again, it's on my wall. If you know the story with Drama Llama, then you know it doesn't come off the wall because I had a pain. It was so hard to get up on the wall. It was a whole thing. A few floss tubes back. I think it might have been Fully Finished Braid where I brought that up. But this is Drama Llama Sampler by Bendy Stitchy Designs. There's a notification on my phone. I record on my phone. I don't know why there's a notification when I'm on airplane mode. Anyways, Bendy Stitchy, Drama Llama Sampler. There also is a Ruth Bader Ginsburg conversion on this one. If you've been sleeping under a rock and you don't have this pattern, I want you to put Drama Llama into your comment because I just love saying it. Drama Llama, and it says, "No time for drama. This patriarchy won't dismantle itself." It's a traditional sampler with a little twist. I changed a few things on mine, but I enjoyed stitching this one. Again, I think it took right underneath the month to complete. 153 by 124. So not a huge one. You got this. Drama Llama if you want to win this one. And there we go. First Flosstube giveaway done. Don't know when I'll be back, so I'm sorry about that. I'm gonna get this posted. It'll probably be a late upload tonight. But yeah, I'll be at noah.stitches on Instagram. And I will be here next time you see me, because I don't know when that'll be, because it's gonna be a little crazy. But the next time you see me, I'll know if I know for sure the next time you'll see me, I'll have my license exam scores. So if I passed, I'll be in a good mood. If I failed, I'll have to take it again. Because those tests suck. Suck so bad. Suck so bad. But it is what it is. And that's all for me, folks. Maybe I can get it just under 50 minutes if I go ahead and stop talking. Erickson's in the other room. I don't even know what he's doing. He's probably terrorizing something that I don't even know is there. And I will talk to y'all next time I am here. Okay. That's it for me as I drag on. All right. See y'all then. Bye.